Hello, I'm Dominic Walker, JMW's Inside Man, and something different today. Usually I talk to lawyers, but today I'm absolutely delighted that I've got Arj. Now, Arj is the founder and performance coach at Performance Physique. Hello, Arj.
Dominic, nice to meet you. Thanks for having me on.
No, and thank you very much for coming on as well. And we're going to talk about a productive mindset, aren't we? So, many people will sort of be familiar with that term, but how do we improve that in the work environment?
Absolutely, yeah. So when we think of the workplace, we seem to separate that away from being a healthier and fitter individual. But in fact, we can really use exercise, nutrition, and also almost sports psychology to improve our performance within the workplace, and that will affect our mindset. There are a key couple of messages, and these are messages that many of us will have heard before, but sometimes we need that little refreshment, don't we? That effectively, we know that by being a more active individual, we can improve our health, and we know probably that it's going to impact our productivity. But a lot of these things actually come down to mood. So exercise, you will probably know as well, Dominic, that will release endorphins, but it's that improvement in mood that seems to have a beneficial effect on being more productive and being perhaps a little bit more focused within the workspace, as well as being an athlete or just a healthy individual. So, I mean, if I were to look at the first things that I can do to improve my mindset, that would actually be, what are the changes that I could make to my everyday life about being a little bit more active and eating a little bit healthier?
And you lead perfectly into that, don't you? Because I was going to say, I don't think like an athlete naturally. So what can someone like me do who sits behind a desk much of the day in terms of exercise?
Totally. So the easiest thing to do really is, where do you have gaps in your day? Where do you have the most opportunities to exercise? And the first thing you're going to say is, I don't have any time to exercise. But in fact, it's actually just really looking into your day and thinking, what am I doing in those 10 minutes there? What am I doing in those 5 minutes at lunchtime? How could I change them? So one of the most interesting observations in sports science, realistically, has been around the impact of exercise first thing in the morning. Immediately we think about hitting the gym at 5 a.m. and doing 45 minutes of cardio. It doesn't have to be that. It might be the fact that you start every day with 5 press-ups, and then from that point onwards, it grows and grows and grows. But in terms of these activities that you can perhaps fit in the office, it's about moving a little bit more around your office space. If you're on the 3rd or 4th floor, is there an opportunity to take the stairs rather than taking the lift, for example?
And Arj, you've paused there because you know that I don't know where the stairs are in our building, are they? So that's one thing I'm going to do today, is have a walk and find the stairs in our building. Just thinking about diet, it's easy to pop out and do like I do and grab a sandwich. Probably not the best thing to eat. What can we do in terms of diet as well?
Yeah, so I think one of the most obvious elements around nutrition and diet for improving productivity is that we have to be realistic. If we make major changes to what we do, it's not going to stick, and it's highly unlikely that it will be sustainable long term. And you've actually picked up on a big myth there, Dominic. A sandwich isn't a bad thing. The kind of issues that arise around this are you choosing a sandwich with really processed meat or foods in it? Are you choosing to have the chocolate bar and the crisps with that sandwich? Maybe you've got a full sugar or a similar kind of beverage, which is really not providing you with much hydration or nutrients. If I were you and you enjoy having a sandwich, just opt for something which is a little bit more nutrient dense. So go for the product which has, or the sandwich which has the chicken in there, which has the cheese in there, but has some salad as well. Instead of maybe opting for crisps or a chocolate bar, can you have a yogurt? Can you have the small pack of nuts? And really majorly, go for the water. Water really has been shown, actually, when you look at all the effects on productivity, water has been shown to have the highest impact on being more focused and improving cognitive function out of every single recommendation I can make.
Arj, I noticed you mentioned exercise then. How can we use exercise to improve performance?
Well, there's loads of different mechanisms that exercise can improve our performance in the workplace, but one of the major things is that exercise releases hormones, this endorphin, which gives you this reward for doing a good job. You know, I do exercise and I think I'm a better human being than the person next to me. But realistically, exercise just improves the circulation of blood. So if we've got more blood going to the brain, we'll find that we're more effective, we're more productive, and often more creative during that period of time than had we been dormant or sedentary for a long period of time.
Arj, you've inspired me. I'm going to turn over a new leaf and be a new man. How can anybody watching this get in touch with you, Arj, if they'd like some actual coaching with you?
No problem at all. If they go to performancephysique.co.uk or email me info@performancephysique.co.uk or just search Performance Physique on any social media and YouTube and you'll find my name.